How's it going, guys? Chronic Rush here, and welcome back to my FIFA 15 Team of the Week predictions. Welcome back, guys, and today we're predicting the Team of the Week number 13, which should be released on the 10th of December. And this week's Team of the Week was fairly difficult in terms of predicting, just due to the fact that there wasn't any outstanding performances in all the positions you want. There's a couple of candidates you could have chosen, and it was fairly difficult. And there's also a vast number of silver players as well to consider in terms of this Team of the Week. And I also gave it to there's a couple of second informs and a couple of high-rated players that had a good game, but may not be as good as what EA would normally give them an inform card for. But let's get straight into this week's Team of the Week predictions. We can start off with the goalkeeper, Alan McGregor, the whole keeper, and he picked up a penalty save, a clean sheet, and a man of the match award in Hull's 0-0 draw West Brom. He also picked up around 3 saves, which isn't the largest amount to see an inform keeper, but I still think the penalty save could get him into the Team of the Week. There's about 3 keepers that all had penalty saves and all had a fantastic game, so he could be easily replaced. Moving on to the next player, the defence, we have this player here. Jimenez plays for Atletico Madrid in the Liga BVA, and at first I didn't have him in this spot. I had a player called Kleber, plays in the Bundesliga, picked up a goal and a man of the match award. I decided to change it out to Jimenez just because he picked up a goal, a clean sheet, as well as a goal and a clean sheet in that 2-0 victory over Elche, and the clean sheet was the main reason I gave it to him, just because obviously the other player didn't pick up the clean sheet. Jimenez picking up the clean sheet is more of a defensive role, and he could potentially be in that Team of the Week. Moving on to the next, we have this player here, Mats Hummels. It's kind of a long shot in terms of this one. I wasn't too sure. Played on the Friday night. Dortmund needed a win. They ended up winning 1-0 due to a goal from Gundogan, but Mats Hummels was a fantastic centre-back in that game, did very, very well, picking up a clean sheet as well as the man of the match award, and also a fantastic, shall I say, goal line clearance. The free kick, he was running backwards and headed it over the post, guys. Definitely go and check that out if you haven't. But we could be seeing him in the Team League, and I've got 3 very, very high-rated players in this team, and the rest of them are fairly mediocre, so I'm thinking EA could be putting in some of the higher rated players just to bolster up the overall rating and maybe making people want this Team of the Week and buy more packs. Mats Hummels may be a player EA may put in. Moving on to the final defender, we have this player here, Luca Antonelli, plays for Genoa in the Serie A, and he picked up a goal, the winning goal, a clean sheet, as well as the man of the match award in Genoa's 1-0 victory over Milan there. Good performance by him. Default as the left mid, so we will see him in the left back position. Moving on to the midfield, we're playing out on the right hand side. We have this player here, Jonathan Walters, the Stoke player, plays out on that right mid. Not the fastest of options, obviously, but Stoke came against Arsenal, and they're actually leading 3-0. The game finished 3-2. Jonathan Walters picking up a goal and an assist, as well as the man of the match award in that game. Fantastic performance by him. Moving on to the midfielders, we have this player here, Tranquillo Barnetta, plays for Schalke, and this is one of 2 Schalke players I could have put in the team. I decided to go for Barnetta because he picked up 3 assists, as well as the man of the match award in Schalke's 4-0 victory. You could also pick up Choupo-Moting. He picked up a hat-trick up top, but I believe just picking up his inform card 2 weeks ago may mean he won't be in this Team of the Week. Moving on to the next, we have this player here, Jorginho Wijnaldum, plays for PSV in the Eredivisie, picked up a brace as well as the man of the match award in his team's 3-1 victory in the Eredivisie. Moving on to the final midfield, we have this player here, Ivan Perisic, another Bundesliga player, and he picked up 3 assists and man of the match in Wolfsburg's 3-1 victory over Hanover, and this is going to be his second inform card. I believe he picked his first inform card in Team of the Week number 8. So there's been 5 weeks different, and I think he got it in the international games as well. So we could potentially be seeing him in the left mid second inform card. Moving on to the strike force, shall I say. The first player here is going to be this player here, Andy Carroll, the West Ham forward, and he picked up 2 goals as well as an assist in West Ham's 3-1 victory over Swansea. Fantastic performance and a very, very good performance by Andy Carroll there. Moving on to the next player, this player here, Zlatan Ibrahimovic, and this is one of 2 players that I thought was, fuck it, let's put him in. EA may put him in. They need a high-rated player somewhere in this team. Zlatan only picked up 2 goals and man of the match award in PSG's 2-1 victory over Nantes, but I still think there is a possibility EA may throw him in just to get people buying more packs. Obviously, they get more money and stuff like that, so he could be one of the players put in, and this is the other player that EA could put into the team. Cristiano Ronaldo, and you're probably thinking, why is he in the special card? He did go and pick up, shall I say, a record in terms of, I believe he is now the player with the most hat-tricks in the Liga BVA, I think, off the top of my head. There is a possibility that he could be getting a record breaker or a special card, but it may just be a second informed card. Not too sure on that one, but he did pick up a hat-trick as well as the man of the match award in Real Madrid's 3-0 victory over Celta Vigo. So again, there is a possibility in seeing that record breaker card, but I reckon if EA are feeling a bit greedy, they may throw a second informed card of him in. Obviously, Messi picked up a hat-trick as well this week, so again, I don't think we'll see it because of obviously the record breaker a couple of weeks ago, but there's always a possibility with EA and Messi. Moving on to the sub bench, we have this player here, Carmini, plays for Malaga in the Liga BVA, and again, another keeper picking up a penalty save, picking up a clean sheet, as well as 6 saves and man of the match in his team's 1-0 victory over Deportivo. I also think a keeper from the Belgium League, Ghent, I think it is, had a very, very solid game as well, similar performance, and he could be featured in the team of the week. Moving on to the next, we have this player here, Willy Orban, plays for Klausen-Luton in the 2nd Bundesliga, picked up 2 goals as well as a clean sheet in his team's 3-0 victory. 2 goals from any centre-back is a fairly solid performance. Moving on to the next player of this player here, Piotr Wisniewski. No idea if I pronounced that right, but plays in the Polish league, and he picked up a hat-trick from the midfield in his team's 3-1 victory there. Moving on to the next player of this player here, Denis Chelowski, I think that is, plays for Villarreal in the Liga BVA, and plays out on the left-hand side, played left mid in Villarreal's 4-0 victory over Real Sociedad, who started off David Moyes' run, should I say, quite well, but a 4-0 victory from Villarreal, fairly solid indeed. This guy picking up a goal and an assist, as well as the man of the match award in that game. Moving on to the next player of this player here, Milik, plays for Ajax in the Eredivisie, picked up 2 goals and an assist, as well as the man of the match award in his team's 5-0 victory, and he came off the bench. I believe also the centre mid for Ajax, I'm not too sure, I think it's Anderson, I think off the top of my head, I may have got that wrong, picked up 3 assists, so he's a possibility as well from that Ajax team. Moving on to the next player of this player here, Allen from Red Bull Salzburg in the Austrian Bundesliga, and this guy picking up informed cards since I started FIFA, I think, and this could be his first one of FIFA 15. Picked up 3 goals as well as the man of the match award in his team's 4-2 victory over Austrian Vine there. And moving into the final player of this week's Team of the Week, number 13, we have this player here, Jelle Vossen, plays for Middlesbrough in the Championship, and he picked up a hat-trick as well as the man of the match in his team's 5-1 victory over Millwall. Guys, that is the Team of the Week number 13, and as you can see there, if you were to exclude all the high-rated players such as Ibra, Ronaldo, and Hummels, there isn't too much in terms of quality there and high-rated cards people are going to want. So it's probably going to be quite a dead team of the week unless those 3 players are in it. Obviously, got in second informed Pelisic, Wijnaldum, Barletta, Andy Carroll. Those are all probably quite cheap goal players that you could pick up. Wijnaldum may be quite hefty in terms of his links with De Gea, sorry. Then we got some okay silver players in terms of the bench as well as the starting 11. Obviously, Alan McGregor, Jimenez looks okay. Antonelli maybe a left back in the Serie A could be fairly solid. Carmini doesn't look too bad either. Nor does this player. Milik is always a fairly solid card. Allen is always a good card. Vossa maybe not the fastest of players. But I think if EA were to exclude any one of those 3 players, it's going to be a fairly dead team of the week. So guys, this comes to the end of this week's Team of the Week number 13 predictions. Guys, if I missed any players that you think should have been in this week's Team of the Week, put that in the comments. Also remember to hit that like button. Also guys, if you're brand new here, make sure you subscribe and stay tuned to the upcoming episodes of this series. Guys, this has been Chris. Till next time, adios!